You're listening to the You Don't Know Me Yet Podcast Network.
Hey, you are tuned in to Two Gems and a Mic with hosts Tanisha the Diva Mahomes and Linda L.D. Dorsey. Just know, if we talking about it, you need to hear about it. Unwind and enjoy. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Two Gems on the Mic. I'm your girl LD, along with my girl the Diva. What's up, Diva?
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Just got off work as usual.
All right,
Fighting
looking sexy. I see you flipped up.
Diva, right?
That's it. Got to live up to it, right?
Every once in a while, I give them a little something.
All right, ain't nothing wrong with it. We had a whole lot of sports going on this week.
Yes.
And this weekend, was insane. But everything else good with you? I know you was a little under the weather last week.
I'm still a little under the weather, but I got a little bit of a, upgrade promotion, so I had to go in there and tug on into work today.
Okay.
And cough on everybody.
And we say cough on them? Yeah, because you got that San Antonio, Cedarwood, allergy, whatever it is out there.
I don't know what it is, but it's a different breed because I was born and raised in Texas, and I've never felt like this a day in my life.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on in San Antonio.
Well, fight through it.
I am.
All right. We're gonna start off this week with the US Open because there's been a lot going on there. I'm gonna start with Venus coming back and playing singles and how some people were saying she shouldn't have got that wild card. What's your thoughts on that?
Some people need to stop doing drugs.
I mean,
people are gonna watch Venus. Period. Even they're gonna watch it, even they want to watch her to lose, because are the ones that's gonna hope that she's gonna pull something off later on in her life. People are gonna watch Venus. I do not have a problem with that at all.
And the crowd was there. I think Venus, as long as Venus, believes that she can still come out and play, give her that wild card. She's earned enough. She's done enough for the sport and for women of that sport, because they're getting paid like they're getting paid because of the likes of Venus and Billie Jean and others. So you have to give her that respect. And they had a good run. They had, she didn't, she played okay. Venus is 45. So I can't.
Older sister.
Yeah, I mean it is what it is. I watched her play in the doubles, and they were playing. They were whipping people that nobody thought they were going to beat, and I'd love to see that. They lost today to Taylor Townsend and Sinkanova. I messed up a bunch of names, but they're number one. So they lost to the number one seed, which, her and Fernandez weren't even seeded. So, hats off to Venus.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in the fact that she still has a love for the game. It's not like Venus wanted to walk away. It's medical things that happened to her, and when she was at the peak of her game. So that's hard. That's hard for you talk to any professional athlete, and when they feel like they have to leave earlier than they want to, they tend to come back or hang around a little bit longer than they may should. But I'm just happy that she still loved the game and she can beat some people, because if she wasn't good enough, she wouldn't have got to the number one seed. So. Yeah,
and Tanisha, the fact that you mentioned that is key, because during a press conference, they asked Venus, they said, she said she never got an opportunity to really later on to play healthy. She was never healthy. She was never healthy. Didn't know what she was fighting, but she was never healthy. So that struck different, because I was like, wow. You were playing always with an underlying something going on, not knowing what that was. But she fought, most of it in silence, and then she spoke out because to help other people be aware of their illnesses. But that
reminds me, like her career a little bit reminds me of like Grant Hill. Like what he would have been if them ankles and stuff was working properly.
Yeah.
With the injuries, the constant injuries and stuff. because you know how great of a player he was when he was healthy.
Yeah.
And I think that type of player, they know what they can be. And you know what I mean? And it's just every once in a while, Rebecca Lobos, different stuff when you get hurt early and you
Early.
just,
Yeah.
that's
It's
it's
stuff
what
we
it,
missed out on. So it's things that we missed out on. So you can only say like, what if? You're one of your favorites, Monica Seles. What if?
Monica
I
Sellers,
know.
man.
Yeah. So
That's
so
almost bring
so
tears
what
to mine.
if? Yeah.
Dear
Yeah.
Lord.
But
Mm.
in other U.S. Open news, and I'm really sticking to the women's side.
Okay.
The big draw that we saw, and I hate that they were on the same side of the draw, but Coco and Osaka. I was hoping for a better match, but Coco has struggled throughout, and this is to take nothing. Osaka came out, she was dancing, smiling.
What?
She was loose. It's the loosest I've seen her play in a long time. So she was very loose. Coco was a little tense, and Coco, she just fired her coach. She's working on that
Yeah.
serve, a lot of stuff right
Yeah.
before the U.S. Open, which I found was
Yeah.
surprising. But
Interesting.
what I liked about it is they have that respect that they have for each other. I mean, Coco was coming back. I went back and they showed it from 2019 when Coco lost to her. She was 15 years old.
Mm-hmm. Oh
And,
yeah.
yeah, and she brought her
Oh, yeah.
out there with her, which was from that point on. I think they had a bond that,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I
But
think they can also relate to each other because it wasn't too long ago that Osaka was having some personal issues and working through those things, and now she's clearly found her passion again
yep,
for love of the game because she's playing, immaculate. And I think Coco's young; she'll be back. I don't think that this is This is a little road bump, a little bump in the road for her.
yeah.
I love Coco. Coco's got talent out of the yin yang, so.
When we got some good Americans in there. I mean, Pagula, she went 6'3" today. Sabalenka, I ain't gonna say that. Lucky for her, unfortunate for who she was supposed to play, but it was a walkover to injury, so she couldn't play. But it's players that are playing good. That people, Madison Keys. That was a disappointment for me because I'm a Madison Keys fan. Going out in the first round
And that gets you every time because
every time.
you believe in Madison Keys, and when she comes up short, whoa!
I'm so
I
when
know you
she
gonna say-
won, what was it, Australia? When she won the Australian Open,
Yeah.
I mean, of course her fans were, but people ain't giving up on Madison Keys. You know me, I ain't never giving up on Madison Keys. I'm like, you can
Everybody
pull it
got
out. I
a
don't
first.
I
Yeah,
don't
you
know
look-
what's going on with Sloane Stevens because she's commentating everything. Sloane looking great, but I'm like, Sloane, are you retired or you just taking a break? I don't know what's going on. So we'll see. And I'm talking about a lot of the African American women that are playing. Haley Baptiste, she's up and coming. She's doing good. So it's just a lot of good tennis to watch. The Americans out there to watch them. U.S. Open, that's what you're going for. I hated to see. I know we're gonna talk about men, but I hated to see Ben Shelton go down the way he did, hurting his shoulder because he was out there having fun.
He always having fun.
Yeah, he's having fun. So, but more people are attracted to the sport. You see them out there. Some of them it's like a social event, whatever. They're in the stands, and it attracts more people to the stands. So I love it. I love it.
What we got in our little bio, everything, love everything sports. You can't miss us.
That's it. Right. And we sit there and watch it. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm getting more and more into. I can't speak on it too much and too many players. I'm getting more and more. I watch it. Volleyball.
Oh, okay.
I love it.
I mean, I love it too. I'm just that's not a short woman's sport. That's just better.
They got some out there that what I don't know what all the I'm watching more to learn more. So I got to get smarter on the game. I'm watching more soccer. I understand soccer more, but I'm watching more soccer. I've always been, now you have the leagues here, so you can watch. But remember, it used to just be, the World Cup. That's when you got to see these players. But now, you get to see it. So it's fun. It's a lot for women. It's a lot of good sports. I mean, you see what I'm wearing, right? Everyone watches women's sports. I'm all over it.
I know that's right.
I'm gonna turn it on. Softball, the unwrap, whatever it is, I'm gonna turn it on.
You know softball, my favorite sport.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's
so
it.
I don't know who I gotta look at the rest of the matchups because I'm always gonna pull for Osaka because I'm just a fan of hers.
I mean, after Monica, I can't tell you, and Serena, Osaka is the next one for me I just, anything she could be hula hooping
I'm just happy to see her with a smile on her face.
all the time.
Yep,
'Cause
I'm
it was
I'm
a
happy to see
minute
her with a
there.
smile.
I watched her documentaries and stuff, and it felt like whoever did that documentary did a good job of letting you peek into her soul just a little bit. And I started to understand her. I was telling my dad, I said she needs just a minute because she had a lot of pressure. And I think when she won and she was able to release some of that financial strain off her parents and stuff, she kind of felt like she had paid her dues. That
Right.
you
You never know what people are going through. You got to give them some grace and be
Mhm.
kind because you never know what they're going through. It doesn't matter how much money they have. You never know what they're going through. And she said something very interesting after her win. She said she was, really sensitive about it, but she she called Coco. She said Coco is like a role model, and she looks up to her and she respects her because of what she went through. Because Coco had a couple of breakdowns this week,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, and she looked into the stands and saw Simone Biles and was like
Mm.
another one who had to step away. And
That
look
part.
at her, she made it back. So
She had
many people sharing their stories of what happened with them are impacting others and helping others. You can come through that. You can come
Yeah,
through the other side.
list goes on and on. I mean, we know that from the swimmer from Baltimore.
Hmm.
Why can't he had to step away. He literally talked about it, and I think once people realize these athletes aren't made, they're not superhumans. You know, what I mean, they
Nope.
got the same stuff going on. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, the pressure that's on them, and some of them crack.
Negative about when we get to Arch here pretty soon, but yeah.
Okay. Yep. We will. We will. All right. Let's move on then. Let's talk about the WNBA. We got us a race. I mean, there's some that are locked in. So
Mhm.
we have a couple of teams, not a couple of teams, quite a few teams that are locked in from the standings. So the Minnesota Lynx never wavered from number one. They've never wavered from number one, so they still have that. I'm surprised, which I like them. Las Vegas Aces haven't lost. They got a 12-game streak
Mhm.
going. They're number two. Atlanta Dream number three.
Why are you surprised though?
Because I thought I didn't know how they was gonna pull it together. I said they
Mm.
had Asia, but somebody else, Jewel Lloyd,
Mhm.
who I thought was a great pickup, but didn't do anything early on in the season. And the coaches, they made some adjustments. They said we're gonna bring Jewel off the bench. Since they've been bringing Jewel off the bench, they ain't lost a game.
Since
Yeah,
well, yeah. I
and
mean,
she's producing.
maybe you just had to find the formula.
And I think they found the formula. I think they're gonna be a tough team to beat. Then you got Atlanta. Atlanta's playing very well. Phoenix, New York has dropped to number 5. So that 4 and that 5 spot is funky. You probably really don't want to mess with them. Then you got
Yeah, New York just in the position going to mess everything up.
everything up. Yeah, they got them teams. Then you got Golden State, the Fever, and Seattle. That's where we're sitting right now. I think the Fever are going to be without Clark for the rest of the year.
Yeah, it looks that way. I think that growing injury is a wrap. And listen, you played sports before. Have you ever strained your groin at all?
Mm-hmm.
That's something you can't just run through.
No.
It's in the wrong spot for that.
Yeah.
You know, that's just not where it is, and it is a nagging injury. And I think for her, with all the potential she has, and this is gonna be hard to say, she might need to sit it down so she
Yeah,
can
I
make.
think they might sit her for the rest of the year. She's supposed to come back, and they were saying it doesn't look like it. Lisa Leslie spoke on that injury. She said she had the same one when she played. She played through it, and she said she performed poorly. Or
Okay,
I don't know if she used the word poorly, but not to her standard. So you can't perform to your standard. And then they say it's just one move and you back.
then you
So
back her, just
she
tweak
said if
it.
it was up to her, yeah, she would recommend her sit out the rest of the year, which she may. You got a whole year to heal because some of those,
Yeah,
like they say, sometimes you can spraining the ankle is worse than breaking the ankle.
a high
Yeah,
spring is anyway.
yeah, yeah.
That high one will make you want it broke. I'm telling you,
So
that's a painful injury.
Minnesota Lynx got 32 wins, 8
Mm-hmm.
losses. I don't who beats the Minnesota Lynx? Who takes them out this year?
No, I'm 0 for 50.
I don't. I mean, any given, but you got to play a series. I don't know who can beat them in a series at home because their record at home is off the charts.
What's
They're 19-2 at home.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I mean on the road it ain't bad. They 12-6.
Yeah, but 19-2 at home. I mean,
Yes.
you can't even complain. You can't even yell at them.
No, I'm looking at those matchups because if it was the end today, it'd be Minnesota and Seattle. Seattle's one of them teams. Seattle beat them the other night in. That's one of their losses. Seattle beat them in Minnesota. They're going to have some get back because Skylar Diggins was out there being Skylar Diggins. You know, she want to do the electric slide, which is what they do at the end of the game, talking trash. Yeah, had everybody all worked up.
Skylar, Linda.
Huh?
Let Skylar be Skylar.
She can be Skylar. I can't stop her from being Skylar. I'm not a Skylar Diggins fan. I ain't been a Skylar Diggins fan since Notre Dame.
I know you haven't.
Yeah, she one crash away from being out of the WNBA. Everybody, you chasing everybody away from the Storm. You know, that's a behind the scenes. I'd love to know what was going on. Jewel Lloyd left the Storm. Alicia Clark left the Storm. The young lady, she was from China, I believe. She requested a trade from the Storm. I mean, come on. She was with Phoenix. She left and got in Diane Taurasi's face, which you.
Yeah, I know. That time I was just like, what are we doing?
No, take a time out. Put yourself in time out.
And you know Diana ain't scared of nothing.
Nothing. And nobody. So I don't know. Hopefully they come through it. I don't know who they hold accountable. Both of them, you know, her, the coach, both of them. If they don't come through, I think Seattle has their roster is good. They've got a good team. They could upset some people. You know, any given night, they could upset some people. You know, they got that young lady from France who can dunk all over everybody. And she's been playing great towards the end of the season. So it's with that top 8, to me, it's wide open. And it depends on where everything moves. But the Mystics, the Sun, the Sky, and the Wings all have been eliminated. I think the Sparks are about to be eliminated. But they're right there. They're right there. A few more games. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see. You any predictions for you? You got a better chance of being right.
I'm right now. I just don't see who's going to take Minnesota out with that home court.
Okay.
I just don't see who can take them out. Last year, I really did think that New York could take them out because everybody was healthy. You know, why Minnesota is playing Nafisha Kala these last few games, I don't know, because you don't need to. Just get her in the gym and let her get.
Let her rest.
Yeah. Just get regular practice. Let her get practice. Don't put her in no games.
Yeah.
Don't put her in no game. I don't understand that. That's how she got hurt. You beating somebody by 40, 50 points and you got her in the game still. That's how she got hurt to begin with. So
you know a lot.
Got to coach smarter.
From the 70s, that's exactly how you get hurt. Leaving somebody in when they 40 up. You know, all of a sudden it become a wrestling match. I don't care what you playing.
And hers is just somebody rolled. She rolled her foot. It was like nobody around. She just rolled her foot. But that's just one of them things. Come on, coach.
And look,
I'm walking over to the sideline. I'm going to punch the coach in the throat and be like, why you leave me in the game? Right. I might kick her in her ankle.
Right.
Yeah. You don't do that. All right, so we're going to hit the next 2 topics. I'm gonna see how much I can trigger you on these next 2. We gonna start.
You know that.
I'm gonna see if I can trigger you. Cause I get you every year.
Get
you every year. You You already triggered.
Man, I know where you're going. And
I'm gonna start. We're gonna start with college. We're gonna start with college because I want to end with you just triggered, like trembling triggered. Let's talk about it. So what our plan was, because you can't talk about every game that went on. I think we focused on a lot of the same games. I mean the one game, Texas and Ohio State. Now I picked Ohio State, and I don't even know why this game was a game.
So why? Let's back up. Why did you pick Ohio State?
I mean, first of all, defending champions.
So I'm saying, is that it?
You playing them at home. They're a well coached team. They're not bad. You're gonna play against Arch Manning, who has not started a game against a ranked opponent. and this is his first start, and you're gonna bring him out the gate in Buckeye territory. You putting a lot on him. You putting a lot on him, and that team, that championship team, they mad already because you got Texas as number 1 and you got them as number 3, and I don't understand. The math wasn't mathing that for me. But give me your take.
So, I'm not a Texas fan. The only time I was ever cheering for Texas was when Keaton Crawford was on it. That's now with the Arizona Cardinals.
And let's get Keaton.
Made 53-man roster.
There we go.
Intercepting ball.
Congratulations. That's right.
My cousin. Another one. And I'm gonna tell you another one. Literally, but anytime any team is going against a Texas team, I'm always gonna cheer for a Texas team. And I was hoping Arch had a decent game because I felt like the world was gonna kill him if he didn't. I felt like it was gonna come out of nowhere on him because that's what they do. They love to see you rise, but it's fantastic.
They all in the sports world, absolutely.
And I just knew they was gonna kill him if he couldn't get it going. Now I think one of the players was hurt on the team. One of his receivers he didn't have.
Well, I think on both teams that was the case. So they ain't gonna give him no.
That's what I'm trying to say. And not to mention how many people Ohio State lost in the draft and all that stuff. So, I mean, to me, I don't know what I would say. I felt like, I don't want to blame the coach, but I felt like they didn't really let him
put some blame on him.
They didn't really let him throw, and I think that showed lack of confidence. That made him a little bit nervous. I can't remember the exact play, but Lil Pat actually fumbled and threw an interception in the same play at Texas Tech. I can't remember. It might have been a trifecta of ridiculous, but I know it was a fumble and a damn interception in the same play. So I'm willing to give Arch a game or two to get his legs up on him, because I'm not going to take the man down to nothing after one game. I think the nerves got to him. I think you're playing against the defending champions. I think them big boys got at him a little bit, and I don't know. I'm not willing to give up on him yet. I think he bounces back and gets his confidence, and then gets his legs on him. But that was a rude awakening right there for him.
I agree with you. I don't think the play calling was in his favor because they couldn't run against. It was a good defensive game. They couldn't run against him, but they weren't letting him throw the ball. When they did let him throw the ball, you got it. Yes, he did throw an interception, but you at that point they were rushed. But it was like let him loose.
At that point too, I think he was trying to make a play. Like at that point, he felt the game getting away, and he was really trying to make a play. And that's what a lot of times you see quarterbacks when they mess up, is when all of a sudden they feel like they're in a desperate mode or whatever. I feel like that was an actual play where he was just trying to make anything happen.
Yeah, and I think all these comparisons, because it was like, good God, he's trash, throw him away, this, that, and the other. It's just like you give him a chance for one, call some plays for him. Texas ain't my team, but I like the Mannings. I'd love to see him be successful. They were saying, do him like you did Shador and somebody else. And I'm like, okay, now we talking, it is, everything ain't about race. So this ain't about race. It's about two football players. Was he dogged? Yeah, he was dogged out. Is he going to get dogged? He going to get dogged until he get it right. But, it is what it is. I think he'll bounce back. I think they'll call some better, plays for him, which they should. It was like you weren't even letting him make mistakes. I think at halftime it was like 6 for 7. He was 6 for 7 or 5 for 7. He threw 38 yards. It's like,
I was like,
you're not throwing the ball.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
We're just talking about the whole preseason about him throwing the ball. He got a beautiful downfield ball that we didn't get to see.
Didn't get to see it.
That one he threw right on the money, and I don't care what nobody said, that was pass interference.
Yeah.
Did not get into that dude. He put it right in the bread basket. They damn near chucked the dude out, and then call it. And I was like, well, they're not gonna give him nothing today.
No. Sure. Anything he get, he gonna earn it.
Yeah, he gonna
double earn it. Yeah, he gonna double earn it. My other game, you tell me if this was interesting to you or not. Florida State and Alabama. And a lot of that was because the Florida State quarterback, Castellanos, 6 months, 10 months ago, or whatever, he said they going to need Nick Saban to beat me. So he called him out and went out there and played a hell of a game.
Yes, he did.
They weren't even ranked and beat number 8. I think Alabama was number 8.
But let me tell you, I'm pretty sure I heard Alabama's fans actually chanting Nick Saban's name in the game. They was chanting. They realized the dude wasn't lying. They was like, maybe if we yell it loud enough, he'll come down here and help us. Like,
you know, that coach, I was watching a game with our friend TR, and you know TR is, you know, she Alabama. She got the hats. She got this. She's Alabama, and he just doesn't look like he is interested. And, what, Tanisha?
No, TR gonna be talking bad about us.
No, and I'm not. No. Listen, I'm not clowning the team. I'm not clowning the team at all. He just doesn't look interested in what's going on, and so it's like, what? Are you not interested? Do you not understand what is going on? It's almost like, what is it? Yeah. So.
Oh no, and Nick Saban. I watched the whole pre-show with Nick Saban. That's just horrible. I know them fans is just tight.
Yeah.
Just it.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, I don't know. I think Alabama.
They bounce back from that.
They bounce back. I think they bounce
no
back.
Ranked team.
They rank now.
Come on now. If they were anybody else, they wouldn't bounce back. Hell, I'm worried about Texas. They lost to the 3rd seed.
Yeah, they dropped Texas. What they dropped? They dropped Texas to number 7. Ohio State moved up to number 1, which they should have been number 1 to start with. LSU took out Clemson.
Yep. They sure did.
It's a whole bunch of I ain't gonna say it's a whole bunch. It's some teams in that top 10 that's 0-1, and you still in the top 10 and you 0-1. Notre Dame, Clemson, Texas, y'all 0-1, and y'all still hanging in there in the top 10.
The way they started the season out, I mean, just right out the gate, 1-3. Come on now.
Yeah, don't even have rankings. They don't even need to have preseason rankings because it don't mean jack when you going in there and that how you got them at that. I mean, I don't know. I didn't watch the game. I'm looking at Texas Tech. They number 24. Texas Tech scored 30 points in the first quarter.
Wait a minute, Linda. Wait a minute. Hold up. Florida State was ranked higher than Alabama.
You said what?
In the
Florida State wasn't ranked.
Look it up.
They weren't. I'm looking at it right now, Tanisha. Florida State is now ranked number 14, and it says not ranked last week. They were not ranked.
Well, ain't no saying Alabama.
Right.
If that's the case, it's a wrap.
Yeah. Alabama, I mean, come on. I don't even know where Alabama fell to, or if they fell out.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know where they fell to. After that, you're probably
21.
Oh, they're 21. They shouldn't even be
21.
in there.
They 21.
Wait a minute. They shouldn't even be in there. No, but week 1, you know, everybody is unless you're just that prepared. There's some teams that came out prepared, but there's some teams that came out smart.
Yeah.
Like Alabama, you know, Alabama don't never play nobody ranked. And they thought maybe that was a team they took them too lightly.
You know how they started their season out buying a team, giving them $1 million? They should have started with one of them.
Yeah, they should have played. Somebody played Long Island University. I was like, Long Island?
Look, Dempsey State or something we never heard of.
Right. Yeah, I guess some people talked about them so bad, they said they're going to change their ways. But, yeah, them ways hurt them.
Yeah. Well,
them ways hurt them. So
like
that was
a lot of folks for a long time.
And I kind of touched on it, the Miami game.
Okay.
And I the Miami game, and the reason I was really paying attention to the Miami game is because of Beck. You know, Beck Miami and Notre Dame. That was a game to watch. I want to see what Notre Dame was going to do. They was in the championship. But Beck transferred from Georgia. And, you know, Georgia's one of my teams. Georgia, and then Ohio State are my team. He played well. I mean, Notre Dame tried to creep up on him, but yeah. So some interesting games,
So I'm going to throw one game out there that wasn't interesting at all. But Texas Tech beat the brakes off Pine Bluff.
That's what I was talking about. They had 30 points in the first quarter.
I know what I'm talking about. That wasn't interesting at all, but I'm still giving them props.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
you say wreck them? You give it to them, wreck them?
Look, the ninth string play could have played in that game. I don't know what was going on.
You could have played in that game.
That's what Alabama should have used. That's who Alabama should have played.
Yeah, Texas Tech do what they did. What was the final score of that game? Do you know?
67-7. I wouldn't have had nobody that they didn't recognize in the game. The water boy would have been suited up.
Right, people that didn't have their name stitched on their jerseys would have been in the game.
Just 5 and 5 and 5. All over the field, just a bunch of fives. It's just too embarrassing. I don't be doing people like that, man.
That's hard, but I mean, like you said, they pay them.
I know.
Pay to play. So the school, I'll go out there if I need to get a little money to get my gym right, my field right, or whatever. You know, you take that. That's I don't know. I say that, but that's hard for the kids.
Even with that is hard to walk down the hall. If you're in high school, junior high, or college, y'all, how y'all do? Yeah, 67-7.
You whisper it. You whisper it.
67-7. That's hard, man.
Because you're done. Your players are pretty much done after the first quarter when the score is 30-0. How they got those 30 points, I don't know, but that's.
But here's the bad part. You know they took the first.
That wasn't the bad part.
No, here go the bad part. The other half of the game, the other guys got more. Not really.
Well, they played longer, right? I mean, they had 3 more quarters. I don't even know how they. I saw because I said to myself, I want to see what Texas Tech has because of the history, with Pat and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I looked and it was scrolling at the bottom. It said 30, and I said, what am I going over there for? What am I changing the channel for?
Well, I mean, but they ranked 24th. We'll see when they play somebody.
Yeah.
They got some teams to play.
I'm excited about next week. I mean, I'm excited about college football because you never know what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. So, Saturday, you just sit there, you're just like, flip it from channel to channel. And like I said, you just never know what's going to happen. So we'll see. But it was some upsets.
What was Clemson ranked before, though, Linda?
I think Clemson was like they might have been number 5.
Okay, because they only fell 3 spots.
Yeah, I think they fell 4. It shows they fell 4. So they're number 8 now. Yeah, they were number 4.
Number 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Texas fell 5, and Notre Dame fell 3. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we'll see. Some fell. I don't know if somebody had to fall out because some people fell in. So I'm not sure. Oh, Kansas State and Boise State dropped from the rankings. Those were the 2 teams that dropped. Yep. All right, let's talk about the big one. Let's talk about the big one coming up. We got NFL Kickoff. You excited, Tanisha?
Are we trying to? Are you going to put on there for not for kids? Huh? There's a bear shit in the woods, Linda.
I know.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
But let me ask you a question before we get there. So there was some trades and some stuff going on last week. Here we go. Bam, bam, trigger. So let's talk about Micah Parsons. Let's talk about your Dallas Cowboys.
Man, when I tell you I'm sick of Jerry on a different level, let me explain something to you.
I'm listening.
Him sitting up there trying to put a spin on letting that dude go. Oh, we're going to get us some more picks. Why you didn't do it in the beginning to get the picks during the draft? Like, I don't know. I feel like Jerry don't like Cowboy fans. Like, I feel like he do it to us just differently. Like, let me let it get real close. Because, the way he just is no excuse to trade Micah Parsons. And they ain't going to sit up there telling me, we had the money. We had the money to play him. Ain't no doubt about that.
So he said we had the money.
He said we had the money. You just doing stuff because you're emotional, you're in your feelings, you're old. It's a lot going on. And then he messed everything up. Man, I seen a dude crying. Dude, I seen a guy crying.
Oh, they were people were ripping their. I mean, they were losing it. People were, you know, you had a flag outside your house. They was filming it, ripping their flags out. I mean, y'all ain't got much to go on as it is, and then you gonna take.
Dude, and then I'm telling you, we just make the dumbest, like we just make the stupidest mistakes. Like the way you're mad because you had to pay Dak, but you didn't have to pay Dak all that money, and you paid him in the first place. Now you lose Micah because you paid that. Like he just do stuff ass backwards, and it kill me. And I'm still gonna be there cheering hard as hell. But I'm telling you, that hurt differently.
But now y'all have an excuse. Y'all have a legitimate excuse when you don't make it to the playoffs.
No excuse. I'm in an office full of Eagle fans. They got straight up.
But Eagles fans are different.
People walking by me right now with Greeno. You think they not finna clown? You think them Eagles not finna clown?
Oh, I know.
When they dog drag us.
Oh yeah, Thursday night. You got any sick time in the PTO?
Man.
You ain't got no PTO? You might want to use that on Friday morning.
No, you know what? I'm going in the office chin up. It ain't my fault.
Chest high?
It ain't my fault. I'm still cheering. I'm going to hold them down because that's what you do. But I'm telling you, it's about to be a long season.
Now you know how I feel.
No, but here you go. This is my last thought on because I don't even want to get, because my blood, I done took my pill. I don't want my heart to get pumped up or whatever. But why to the team that tore our butt up in the playoffs? Why?
And none of it makes sense. I just as we talked about earlier when it happened, last week when it happened, like what are those players that are left there thinking? Those who just recently signed, those thinking about signing, whatever. What are they thinking? Damn, is this the right place for me?
I bet you can hear Rat pissing on cotton in that locker room. Everybody's sad inside. It can't help but to be. What is that? Lord have mercy. Yeah. I know they.
I like when you don't have words.
No, because that's just dumb. What do you have for that? Hey, we got 2 picks. 2 picks. You should have had 2 first, a second, 3 threes. You should have had a ton of picks. It should have made sense. But you should have did something crazy. You didn't even try.
Oh, well, he tried to blame it on everybody. I watched earlier today when Stephen A was talking to David Mugulata, his agent, and they were saying, oh, his agent told him to shove it or stick it, when they sent him over. He said, never happened or anything like that. But he told him, hey, don't send me something ready to sign. You send me something to review. So, I think Jerry thought he was just going to bully his way through that. And
he admitted it. He said it was an unorthodox way of signing. Who just give a contract to the player and be like, go ahead and sign that right now. Don't worry about your agent.
Right.
Don't worry about this legal jargon that you don't know what means.
It was insulting. It was insulting the way he thought, and I can use other words, but it's like we said before, certain things we can and cannot say, even though it's our podcast. But the way Jerry Jones runs stuff is just different. He don't run that like a football team.
No, listen, Jerry is sad because let me tell you something. Even when we were winning, he messed that up too.
Yeah.
So it don't matter.
That's why Jimmy ain't there anymore.
I noticed. His own wife told him. It just doesn't matter. He has to mess good stuff up. He can't help himself.
Yeah. As a Giants fan, I enjoy it. I enjoy every moment of it. I enjoy watching him at games when he's in that owner's box or wherever he sits and them losing. Looking terrible because everything is brought upon himself. And I don't hate on no team. I don't hate on the team. I don't hate on the Cowboys because there are players on the Cowboys that I like. I like some of the players on the Cowboys. It's the ownership. I mean, hell, I hate on the Giants ownership. So shit, that ain't saying.
Here's my thing. Let's back up. He ain't just looking sad. He looking hopeful at first. Then he go to sad. He looking hopeful, like, ooh, is something gonna happen. Then when the shit don't happen, like it don't ever happen, then he's talking about looking off. I'm like, dude, Stevie Wonder could have seen we went finna win that game. Yeah. You just steady setting these fans up for failure. And I'm telling you, man, It's hard being a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, I bet you. I bet you it is. I
I mean,
want
you're
what
born
you.
into it.
If you could go and out of everybody that's playing, what would be your upset of the week?
Oh, let me look
And
at
give
it.
yourself a chance to take a look at
Let
it.
me,
Okay,
let me take
who
a
you
look at
first of all? Who you got for Kansas City? I'm excited because we got a Friday night game too. I don't know. They said it's a YouTube game and it's free for everybody.
What's good? What's good? Everybody shouldn't have to pay all the
Right.
time. Football. Who would I have for Kansas City and Chargers? Too close to call.
Okay, but I'm saying, who is your? If you looked at the schedule, just going down the schedule, we're not gonna go through every game. That takes
I'm
way too
looking at.
much
I got
time. Who
him.
do you have as an upset?
Oh, upset. Let me just look real quick.
If you look at the line, who you got as an
Upset.
upset?
Let's see what we got. Woo.
I'm gonna tell you my upset, and part of it is an emotional upset, but part of it I believe. I got New York beating Washington. I got New York beating the Commanders.
Really?
What you got to say, Tanisha? You said really?
I can't agree.
Okay,
I
cool.
cannot agree with that.
Okay, give me your upset. That's mine. It's on record. I'm here, right here in the DMV, so I'm gonna have to hear it. But that's mine. And I like some players on the what you call the Commanders because I can't say I like the Commanders.
I got Baltimore beating Buffalo.
I can go with that one. And that's at Buffalo.
At Buffalo.
And we're at New York. So yep, okay. So you got Baltimore and I got New York.
I'll
I'm
tell you,
excited about New York.
The game I'm looking forward to is Detroit Green Bay. Because I want to see if old boy came back, help Hutchinson, whatever. I want to see if he
Hutchinson,
came.
they don't have the same defensive coordinator though, so it's gonna be a little different.
I know, but still, it's still a lot of damn talent on that team. I don't care.
It is. I mean, the way they went out, and this takes nothing away from because Washington was playing. I never saw that coming in the playoffs last year. I never saw that coming. I don't know. Maybe others saw it coming because Washington was playing so well. But I never. I thought it would have been a better game, Detroit Philly versus Washington Philly. We had seen that show a few times, so we'll see what happens. But I am going. I'm going.
And
with my Giants.
we got the battle of the switch quarterbacks, Pittsburgh and Jets.
Oh yeah,
So,
Fields and Karen Rodgers. Yes.
That would be worth watching just to
Because
see.
we ain't seen what Karen can do.
That's
Karen
what I'm
hasn't
saying.
played all
He
preseason.
got married though. He might be in a good space.
Oh, Karen, I gotta start calling him Aaron now.
Yeah, he got married.
He got married. Okay, I'll give him that. All right,
That's the right now.
Aaron.
Ain't wrong. And that's really the ones that I'm looking forward. Maybe Tampa Bay and because I like Tampa Bay and I definitely like Atlanta's quarterback. So
Yeah, just to
I
see
like-
what he's got, Michael Penix, just to see what he's got. But yeah, I think all of them are going to be interesting. Anybody's game, I don't see it. I haven't looked at the schedule and said that's just going to be a blowout. I just haven't looked at it.
And you know who? Okay, remember I said I like Carolina's quarterback, and I thought they pulled him too early, and I thought that he was gonna have a chance to redeem himself. I think he gonna get right on Jacksonville ass right. But no, I take that because they traded Thielen on him.
They traded who?
Adam Thielen did him dirty.
Oh, they sent him back to Minnesota.
Yep.
Maybe that's what he wanted. Maybe they didn't do him dirty, right?
He had a little bit of chemistry with him, and
Okay.
it seemed like
Thielen was originally, did he go from Carolina to Minnesota then back?
Minnesota to Carolina back to Minnesota.
Gotcha. Okay, that's what I thought.
Remember, when he was there, it was the whole little thing where he was like Juju when Brown was there.
Okay.
He was getting all the work, but then you gotta go be a one. It's different. It's a little bit different. You gotta go be a one. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, we got our upsets. We'll see. We're going to talk about it next week. I'm not really feeling this Minnesota Chicago game as a Monday night game, but we'll see what happens with that. Let's go here to the entertainment corner. What you got, Tanisha? I'm going to let you do that.
And the only thing I got is Angel Reese's got a cameo in the Netflix show, I heard.
What's the Netflix show? Do you know? You don't have no information?
No, I just heard that she was gonna be in a Netflix show, and I was like, I got to see it because I love me some Miss Reese.
Okay.
I'm gonna go watch it.
She's
No matter what she do.
continuing to blow up. The people she's got in her corner, they putting her in the right spots. I think is great. She ain't responding to the nonsense. So, some things said that Candace Parker came out and said some things, but Candace Parker reversed that real quick.
Nuclear disaster.
Nuclear disaster. Okay, we'll keep. Is it released or when is it coming out?
It says it's out.
Okay, so we're looking for Angel and nuclear disaster.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. I'm excited about it. Give me what's on your mind. Let's talk about some closing thoughts. What's on your mind?
I'm happy that Osaka is back.
Okay.
I'm happy that she back winning. I'm happy that she looked like she in a happy space, dancing and stuff. I was worried about old girl. And anytime somebody can dig out of that hole that they in and get back to being them, you just happy to see it. And I love it for athletes. It's like it was for Simone Biles when she came back up out of hers. I mean, I'm just as happy for Osaka. So I'm looking forward to watching a whole lot of good tennis.
Okay. I like that. I'm gonna stick with that theme. I like that. People are struggling. People are going through things, so we give them grace. I talked to a friend today, and shout out to Takana. We were talking about kindness, right? How that word is used even more because I think people are so surprised that there are people out there that are kind because you hear about the ugly, you hear about all the bad, and it don't take much. Tanisha, what we've been talking about since we've been doing this podcast is right there on the screen. Be kind and be blessed. Just be kind. Be kind. It's free. It's free. It does not cost you anything to say thank you or to hold a door or to say to a friend or whoever or to somebody, I'm sorry. Or do you need something? Can I help you? We had a great conversation this past weekend.
Sure did.
We've known each other. We can't figure out how many, so we just say 50 years, right?
Yeah,
We've known each other forever, right? Yeah. And we can laugh, we can joke or whatever. And I'll say this, and maybe it embarrasses you. I don't know. I can tell Tanisha, hey Tanisha, can we do this? Can we do that? Let's do this. Let's do that. Tanisha may show up and she may not. Been like that forever, right? Am I right?
True story. I can't lie. True story.
True.
But what's the caveat?
If I say Tanisha, I need, ain't no hesitation. If I call Tanisha, because I don't call, I'll text. If I call Tanisha, say call me, I can't even hang up the phone good and she calling me. So, you got to have those trigger words or whatever it is with your friends and conversations with your friends, but check in on them. Not just friends, family, and be kind. Be kind. And the other thing is that I say along with kindness comes truthful. And me and Tanisha talked about that too, right? So I'm preaching a little bit. I don't want to be too preachy because that's not me. But I'm all about honesty. Those things, honesty, transparency, kindness, all that, you know what they bring to you? They bring peace. And if I screw up, I'm gonna tell you I screwed up. I got on Tanisha so bad one time. She didn't even know I was on it because she hadn't read her text messages. I had to apologize because I was wrong. I was wrong. Yeah. But I apologize. I was wrong. So, but we're honest with each other. You got to be transparent.
It takes all of 30 seconds to be over it.
And this world,
and it's hard because I see a lot of people that have that. But I've been blessed enough that my friend group, my inner circle, if we have any conflict, it's not conflict long. Like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Hey man, I'm my bad.
Yeah, squash it.
That's it.
That's what it's all about. That's when you call somebody a friend, you say you love them, this, that, and the other, and you have to be kind to them. You have to be compassionate. You have to be conscious of them and considerate. All of those things. You think about all of those things, and the world would be such a great place, or at least a better place, because we ain't gonna get everybody on the same page, but if we get more on that side than versus what's on the other side, make a big difference. All right, I'm done preaching.
Oh man, that's a good day though, man.
That is my closing thoughts. So you know what you say, Tanisha. As always, please, folks, be kind, be blessed. It's free. Peace. Thank you for tuning in to Two Gems and a Mic. Be sure to subscribe and follow. Until next time, remember, be kind, be blessed. Peace.